Appointment with Fear is a story-based game, so this is a spoiler warning. If you do not want to know any of the vignettes that are in the game, I would not watch this review. I would definitely just buy the game immediately. If you're a big storytelling game fan, just buy it. It's very excellent. Now, if you're still with me, let's take a look at the game. Appointment with Fear is a game about being a superhero. You get kind of a character creation each game where you can choose very different things, different superpowers, your gender, your name, and your costume, your look. It's all very fun to customize, and it does affect kind of how you'll deal with situations, specifically your power, and it will definitely make the game a different experience each time. This is not a typical Tin Man Games game. It's not linear. There are many things you can do. You'll be trying it several times before you actually accomplish what you need to in the short time frame. So it's very fun to kind of mix and match and try different things and experience different elements from the game. You'll be using your superpowers to try to overcome one major plot point in the game, which is F.E.A.R, the criminal organization in the town, is planning a major meeting which you need to stop before they pull off their amazing plan. So your goal each day, each time you play the game, is to try to use your time to figure out the clues you need to find where the secret meeting is being held. And that meeting is not always in the same location, so it will even be new each time you play it. As you play, you'll find clues. These clues sometimes can be triggered within story elements to send you off on new directions. You can also jump around the story if you think you were on the right path and just want to try again. You can definitely do that. And there's a city map also where you can look through all the various places you've been, and you can't necessarily choose where to travel here, but it gives you a good idea of kind of where things are. There's combat in the game as well. It's not as big as some of the previous Tin Man games. Basically, you have 3 attacks you can do: a minor attack, which almost always hits; a medium attack, which has a fair chance of hitting; and then a strong attack, which has a lower chance of hitting. You basically make these attacks and you try to defeat whatever you're facing. A lot of these encounters also are kind of time-based. You need to defeat them at a certain time or the story will change. Maybe the monster will get away or the villain will get away with what they're trying to do. So it's very interesting where you have to kind of measure your risk-reward, and you won't always know what's going to happen at any given time. After you finish a combat, you get to open a trading card. These don't really have any effect on gameplay, but they're cool to kind of, as you play, collect the various trading cards, especially if you're bad at like me and have to continue to replay the game. This is one of the best Tin Man games so far. The character customization is fun. There's a lot of different variety you can try out. The vignettes are very interesting, and it's very fun to play through. It is a little frustrating, just, you really don't have full control. It is a story-based game. You kind of have to find those paths that are going to get you there, and they're not always clear logic steps. I still haven't solved it, actually. I've been trying several times, but that doesn't mean it's not fun. I've replayed it several times. It's a fun, quick story game that you can, really play through an entire attempt in less than an hour, which is quite enjoyable and makes great for commuting or other activities. I don't know if you really need my recommendation at this point, but anything made by Tin Man is probably a safe bet at picking up. The redesign here of the way things are presented like a comic book is very awesome. The UI is very well done. I think they've really stepped up their game here, even more than they have in the past, and I think this one is a no-brainer to pick up. If you love story book games, this one is a very great one, and it's got a lot of replayability. It's got a lot of variability in the story and what can happen to you, so I definitely recommend picking this one up today. It's kind of a no-brainer.